I was saying, y'all, it's your boy Rico from Street Schools, and I just want to say congratulations, thank you, you're welcome, just everything, please, all of that. Salute to everybody that's a Commanders, Washington football team, Redskins fans. The reign of terror is finally over. Today we're talking about all of this name stuff, the rebranding rumors and stuff like that, why it could happen, why it possibly wouldn't happen. We're going to talk about what Magic Johnson had to say, what Josh Harris had to say, what reports are saying from different sources and things like that. Gotta dive into whether it's even worth it or not, especially right now to even focus on it. So we're gonna dive into all of that. I had to bring the Sean Taylor out right now, man. We're gonna be rocking the Sean Taylor jersey for a little minute, man. You know, I only wear these for game days, usually for good luck. But right now, man, I had to whip it out with new ownership and all that type of stuff. I know the jersey's big, but hey, man, the moment's big, so my jersey is too. But either way, man, I'm really excited. We got to dive into this video. Sean Taylor jersey going strong for today. This video, the upcoming live stream that I'm doing at 5 p.m., all of that. So make sure y'all stay tuned. But before we dive into this video, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm the subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to that button so you get notification each and every time I release an informative and opinionated video just like this one. Again, we're doing a deep dive on everything that's going on with the name because I know a lot of people are talking about it. We're gonna dive into that. Also, make sure you stay tuned for all the film sessions I'm working on for the entire rookie class. Stay tuned for the daily updates on everything going on with training camp. You seen Emmanuel Forbes and Quan Martin got paid today, and rookies reported today. A lot of people didn't notice that because of all of the Josh Harris stuff going on, him buying the team, Magic Johnson, Mitchell Rails, everybody up there. So make sure you just stay tuned with all of that. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on everything on and off the field, uploading daily practice clips from training camp whenever we get access to that, all of that type of stuff. So stay tuned. Without further ado, let's get it.
You tell your family you're gonna be a commander.
All right, first of all, I just want to go ahead and make it known that as of like 11 a.m. today, Daniel Snyder's sale of the Commanders to the group led by Josh Harris has been closed. Two people with knowledge of the matter confirmed it is officially official as of like 11 a.m. today. And of course, it's also been said by sources close to the information that this was the most complicated NFL sale, at the very least, probably sports franchise sale of all time, because it was basically like trying to do 20 deals in one with all of the minority owners. This is a very unusual thing, like I've already talked about and broken down in previous videos and live streams. This was an unprecedented thing for the NFL. We basically trailblazed an entirely new way to sell a team, to buy a team, and all of that. And now, after us being basically like the crash test dummies, the NFL has better rules, regulations. They're going to be more organized as far as other team sales go from now on, after we pretty much paved the way and showed everybody what's wrong with the process we currently have, what's good with it, where they can improve, all of that type of stuff. Again, we were basically the crash test dummies, and I'm happy to be that, because at the end of the day, I'm just happy that we're done with Daniel Snyder. But then last night, all of these rumors started. The Washington Commanders are expected to change the team name with new ownership today. The way that was worded was weird because the today was attached to the team name with the new ownership today, like the new ownership today that's coming in today. Not the Washington Commanders are expected to change the team name today. So that was worded weird by NFL rumors, but I'm pretty sure that was literally just for people to like click on it, to check in on it, for them to generate eyes on their thing, generate clicks and stuff like that. And then Bleacher Report came out and said there's a pretty good chance the new ownership of the Washington Commanders will change the franchise name and have a complete rebranding of the team per somebody name at DVNJR via the Rich Eisen show. I don't know what's going on there. And then you had that DVNJR guy on Twitter say, yeah, it's accurate that I believe there's a reasonable chance the team will be rebranded, but it won't happen until after this season at the earliest. So kind of some conflicting reports there. And then to dive into the Bleacher Report article, they basically talked about how we'll soon find out what orders of business that Harris undertakes as he assumes control of the franchise. But ESPN's Don Van Jotta Jr., so that's where it comes from, said on the Rich Eisen show that he believes a name change could be in order. And that's at the 125 mark in the video that they have linked in the article. He said, quote, "I think so, yes. Van Natta said when Eisen asked if he thought the team could change its name and start completely fresh to separate itself from the Snyder era. He said, quote, "I think there's a pretty good chance of that to erase any part of the Snyder legacy, to have a complete do-over. I would not be surprised at all, Rich, to see a name change and a complete rebranding," unquote. So it seems like it's not necessarily like he has a source that's saying that the name will change within a year or whatever he was talking about. It's more so he can see the logic behind it and why we potentially would, mostly to get rid of the Snyder filth and anything that he's attached to from this organization. Just completely get rid of all of it, type of thing like that. So again, not a real reliable source there. So moving forward, Magic Johnson was interviewed by the Today Show, I'm assuming maybe like last night or something, but it came out this morning, and he spoke on whether or not the team will change the name, rebrand, and all of that type of stuff. And ultimately, he basically just said, quote, "Everything is on the table," unquote. So it's not even like he said, yeah, we're planning on it, yeah, we're thinking about it. He's more so like the majority of the interview, he's just talking about how passionate he is about buying the team and how he's going to put his all into it, how excited he is, and how great everybody that's a part of the purchase of the team with Josh Harris, all the minority owners, everybody's so great, and he sees bright things in the future of the Commanders. We're going to win on and off the field, all of that type of stuff. And then that was just like a little brief moment that, of course, a lot of people just ran with the headline. He just said everything is on the table, and that basically just says that we're considering all possibilities, but it's not like we're investing any time, effort, or energy into that at all right now. Just everything's on the table. Anything can happen. I mean, the same thing with everything is on the table. We could just sell the team tomorrow. And now there's a whole new owner. Josh Harris, Magic Johnson gone. He's literally just keeping it brief, very general, not trying to give too much away, because Josh Harris is like the leader of all of this. Magic Johnson's going to be the face with a lot of things. But I mean, even after this initial press conference from Josh Harris, Mitchell Rales, and Magic Johnson, I didn't know I would like Josh Harris and Mitchell Rales that much. So I already felt like Magic Johnson would be one of the faces, if not the face, of this ownership group. But now, I mean, Josh Harris and Mitchell Rales are so charismatic and so passionate and just make you want to run through a brick wall just like Magic Johnson does, that I feel like Magic Johnson will be a face, but not necessarily the face. He doesn't have to be, because Josh Harris is already extremely likable. So again, everything is on the table. It's just them keeping it brief, being general. This is a Josh Harris-led thing. Again, Magic Johnson will be one of the faces, but this is like Josh Harris's baby more than anybody else's. So Magic Johnson just doesn't want to give any ridiculous headlines as to the team name will be changed and all that type of stuff. He's not trying to give anything away. So it's not like it will not happen, and it's definitely not saying that it will happen, but he just doesn't want to give us anything to create any random headlines that are just unnecessary, and most importantly, a distraction from everything. Now, of course, y'all know me, man. I'm one of the biggest Red Wolves fan idea guys out there, as you can see from the several videos I've talked about it. But I feel like at the end of the day, man, we just need to enjoy what's going on, stay in the moment. Snyder's finally gone after we never thought he would be, like, ever. Especially me as a Redskins, Washington football team, Commanders fan that was never allowed to see any of the Super Bowls. Snyder is literally all I know. My entire life has been Snyder. So for him to be gone, it almost feels like fake. Like, I don't feel like I'm as excited as I should be, and I think it's randomly just going to hit me some days, some weeks, maybe when we're in the regular season and we're winning and we have a positive record, maybe then it will finally, like, hit me. But right now, it just kind of feels like fake. Like, I don't know if I'm just numb to just mediocrity or something, and then when something great happens, like, I am excited, I'm naturally excited, but it's just hard to... Like, I just don't really feel it yet. I kind of feel it, but I just feel like I don't feel it as much as I should yet. But either way, man, it's just positive energy everywhere. Everybody's happy. The only person not happy is probably Dan Snyder. Even him, he seems relieved from everything I've heard from reports and stuff like that. He's just kind of like, I'm done with it, man. I'm just ready to move on. So it seems like nobody is upset that I know of. So let's just enjoy the moment. Josh Harris, Mitchell Rales, Magic Johnson, all the other owners are so passionate. You see them on the stages and everything. All of the legends came out. Joe Gibbs, Darryl Green, Doug Williams, all of these guys came out to celebrate. They're hype. Josh Harris is running around slapping hands with fans and everything. Everybody's so hype, and the whole DMV area, I'm pretty sure, is in a great mood. I mean, the world is a better place when the Commanders are better and happier, because our fan base is definitely worldwide. We have fans in Germany, Mexico, Mexico, Brazil, Australia, literally everywhere, especially in the UK. We're literally everywhere. Definitely one of the more well-known fan bases around the world. Even as sorry as we've been, basically since I've been alive. I don't know, was I the curse? Was me being born to read? But I'm just joking. But either way, man, my main point is there's such great things going on. We are so happy. There's no reason for us to get on Twitter and start debating whether or not we should change the name. I don't even know why people even want to be in that type of mood right now. Just leave it alone, dog. Personally, I just really want them to focus on what matters more. Like, let's get to the football stuff. Let's get to the fan experience stuff. Let's get to all of that. Again, I'm not saying that the name will not be changed, but I'm just saying that it more than likely will not be one of the priorities. And also, it shouldn't be. Let's just enjoy where we currently are, live in the moment, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep saying it because I really mean it. Let's not even start this debate back up. We should all be on the internet, Twitter, wherever y'all like to be, and everybody should just unanimously be excited and happy. I don't want us fighting each other over a name like I'm already seeing. But JP Finley came out and said at 9:30 a.m., from what I was told, changing the name from the Commanders is not a definite, but it will be discussed. So again, basically like I've said, it's not gonna happen. It also is not guaranteed to happen. We'll see what happens, but at the very least, we know it's nothing to be concerned about, at the very least within this season. Like, we shouldn't even be thinking about it this season. Rick Snyder brought up a great point. He tweeted, Magic saying the team will consider the name change is a long way from will the team change the name. I'm seeing across Twitter, people dial it down for 5 seconds. Again, people are just running with the headlines with everything is on the table. People are just saying, oh, Magic Johnson said that the team name will change and stuff like that. We got to calm down a little bit, man. We have to. And then to further the point about this not being a priority, even if it were to happen at some point, which again, I'm not very confident in. And even if it does happen, I'm not confident that I'll get my Red Wolves. So what do I care? My position has always been, I care way more about the winning on the field. And if anything, maybe a second place would be the jersey and the colors, like the design. But the name really, like, it doesn't matter to me like that. There's a lot of terrible names in the NFL that we just accept because it's been there so long. We don't really question it. We have a lot of terrible names, dog. Again, people just don't really see it as terrible because we're used to it now, basically. So again, my stance is the name doesn't really matter that much. I would love Red Wolves, but I highly doubt it's going to happen. And even if the name does change, I highly doubt it's going to be Red Wolves. So either way, I've already accepted. I'm good as long as the jerseys look great. And most importantly, above all else, we're winning on the field. We're winning Super Bowls. You can call us whatever, to my opinion. You can call us the losers. As long as we're winning, I really don't care. But to further the point that I'm making, Josh Harris dodged every Commander's name change topic every time he was asked about it in this press conference today. Like, literally just avoided it. Just bob and weave. Name change. Ooh, name change. Ooh, yeah, let me talk about this. Name change. Ooh, you see that stadium? Ooh, we about to win. Like, he not playing. Like, Josh Harris does not care about this name change. Again, I'm not saying it won't happen, but he's definitely not focusing on it. I mean, literally the first question to Josh Harris about the name change, he said, quote, we've got a lot to do to get this team ready to win games. We've got to get out in the community and start to pay it forward. We got to change the fan experience at the stadium. That's big. And that's what we're focused on right now, unquote. Matter of fact, here's a clip right here so you can hear him talk about it.
I knew that because I grew up here. The reaction has been overwhelming. We're so appreciative of how welcome we are. We also know, because we've done this before in Philly, that we got to deliver. So I'm also, the fans should be aware, and you should be aware. There's a lot of sleepless nights. This is an amazing day for me, but I'm stressed. So we got training camp is the next week, and the first game is 6 weeks away. Look, I think that we're going to be focusing. We got a lot to do. We got to get the team ready to win football games. We got to get out in the community and start to pay it forward, as Magic said. And we got to, change the stadium, right? And change the fan experience. We got to change the fan experience. And right now, that's going to be things like ingress and egress and food. And there's not that much we can do. And so our three priorities are those. And that's what we're focused on right now.
Yeah, man. So from what that looks like to me, this name is not changing. There's no rebranding, if ever. Definitely not anytime soon. Definitely not within the year of 2023. Probably not even within the next couple of years, because that's a lot of work. I mean, remember the Commanders were working on the Commanders for a couple of years. We had to basically get the pseudo name Washington Football Team while we were working on the Commanders. We had a couple of years with Washington Football Team, then we've only had a couple of years with Commanders. It's going to be a long time. Like, don't expect anything anytime soon. I'm not necessarily saying, like, say for example, if we were to end up with a name change and a rebrand change, I'm not saying that it will happen after the stadium, but I'm just telling you now, don't expect a new stadium anytime soon. Maybe the location of where the stadium will be, and maybe they can start working on it hopefully soon, but I doubt it. Hopefully we can start getting some long-term contracts done with a lot of the players like Cameron Curl. Maybe that's going to be the thing that happens the soonest. But when it comes to the rebrand and the name change, if it happens, don't expect it anytime soon. It may follow a similar timeline to the stadium. Maybe they want to align those to where new stadium, new name, all of that, just a complete showcase of a new brand, new location, new expectations, new all of that type of stuff, man. So a new standard, a better stadium, hopefully with like a retractable roof, all of that type of stuff. Just a complete unveiling of a whole new thing. So, hey, man, again, don't expect anything to happen, man, anytime soon as far as the name goes. And again, one of my main points is don't hurt yourself, man. Enjoy the moment. Don't even go on the internet and debate about it. Whether you want the name changed or not is no point of even ruining your mood right now. We should all be celebrating everybody. I mean, Josh Harris was out there buying free beers for people. Like, I mean, it's literally just a time for celebration. Again, I'm about to upload the clip after this, after I'm done recording and editing this, and hopefully before I start live streaming at 5 p.m. But Josh Harris and Magic Johnson were out there like slapping hands with fans like we just won the Super Bowl. Like, we just, like, everything is and hey, man, we have the potential to now that we have a new owner. But I'm just telling you, there's a whole new mood and persona in the DMV area. Why waste your time and energy and stress debating something as trivial as a new name when winning matters the most anyway? But yeah, man, that's the end of this video. Please get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about everything discussed in this video. Please leave a like on this video if you liked it, if you learned anything. Again, stiff arm that like button, stiff arm that subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to it so you get a notification each and every time I release these informative and opinionated videos. Stay tuned for the film sessions. Stay tuned for the daily training camp updates. Stay tuned for the Rico reports of all of the random news that's just going on, like random stats and rankings. I'm working on one of those. I may come out with that tomorrow, the day after that. Stay tuned for all of the content, man. I mean, we're getting so busy now that it's probably about to be like 2 videos a day for real. I've been trying to do like 2 videos a day. Some days I wasn't able to, some days I was, but now it's about to be like I kind of have to, because there's going to be so much going on, especially with training camp picking up very soon. The rookies reported today as in July 21st. The veterans report July 25th, and then they start practicing July 26th. So stay tuned for all of the constant updates. Catch y'all later. I'm out.